It's QBred Breeders' Classic Race Night at Albion Park this Saturday night. A 10-race program. Action starts at 5:04. So we've got 4 features coming through. 2 for the 2-year-olds and 2 for the 3-year-olds, colts and geldings, plus the fillies in action. But overall, it's a really well-balanced program. The first race is a ripper. Whisperer's Secret for Real Life, Mossdale Terry. The last race, that's the open class trot. So that's a really strong card. We've got a free-for-all as well. Really well-balanced. So there's a lot to look forward to. In this edition of Weekend Winners, proudly brought to you by One Equine. For the equine athlete, we're going to speak with Grant Dixon and Nathan Dawson. Breeders' Classic Race Night. Team Dixon with a strong hand. Grant and Trista providing a stack of runners on Saturday night, and Grant jumps in the hot seat. Grant, appreciate the time.
No worries, Chris.
First race, you've got some poor draws here to start the program. Pacifico Dream, Bombardier Juge on 9 and 10 out a mile. Both horses are going really well, but they're horrible draws.
Yeah, Chris, I think, there's a few real classy ones off the front, and yeah, we're probably just looking if we could sneak into 4th or 5th, I think, from the draws. But yeah, particularly happy with the way both of them are going. But the class of the field and the draw probably makes it too hard. Okay,
we'll keep following them. What about race 2? 2 runners again here. Tennyson Bromack in with a claim. Ark and Wicked, who was good winning here 2 starts ago, he draws gate 4. So they've got nice draws. Do you rate their chances?
Oh, look, Ark and Wicked's up a little in grade. We've been happy enough. Tennyson's he had a trial, then he had a run last week. It went quite okay. I think he could run in the money. I'm not sure about Ark and Wicked. Just see how he handles the grade.
Okay, no standout in that field though. It looks fairly open, that race.
Yeah, probably whatever gets a little pinch of luck somewhere will probably take the prize.
All right, race 3, the first of our Breeders' Classic races. This one for the 3-year-old colts and geldings. Again, second row draws here, so not much luck with draws early on Saturday night. Risk Taker, gate 9. Gem Punter Pete, gate 10. Just with Gem Punter Pete, he's going really well.
Yeah, we've been pleased how he's come back since his 2-year-old campaign. Yeah, he's just a neat little fella. He'll just have to be... His sort of speed's his asset, so I think we just have to drive him for luck and just see how they finish off. If it's a bit of an aggressive race early, he could probably sneak into a place if he gets a pinch of luck somewhere. Okay, so just looking at this setup of this race, all the big guns are drawn there off the front row, so the faster, the harder they go, the better for you guys. But there's a chance it may unfold that way, given how they're sort of situated there off the front line. Yeah, it could do, but as you know, big race night. It's a lot of things happen, and yeah, we just from the draw, he'd have to be driven that way regardless of the draw. So we just have to do that and just see if we get a pinch of luck somewhere. Do you rate Gem Punter Pete higher than Risk Taker, or about the same? I think he's going better than Risk Taker. I think Risk Taker's this is his first campaign. I think he's got a bit of scope to improve, but at the moment, Gem Punter Pete's going the best. All right, race 4 on Saturday night. The Mares Open, Bonnie's Dance, gate 3. Probably a fraction plain last time out. How do you rate her chances? Yeah, I was disappointed with her last week. She sometimes races a little bit better than times and others, not so good. Yeah, she probably just needs to land in the spot without doing too much early, and then she can sprint home. She probably can't win the race, but if she, on her best, she could probably, get into a top 4 placing. Okay. Is it potentially a little sticky, that gate, given that you've got a couple of mares that have early speed drawn to your inside? Yeah, I think so, because she just really needs to be able to slot in somewhere without doing too much, so she's got a bit of a kick home. All right, race 5, 3-year-old fillies, QBred Breeders' Classic, Major Rita Juge on, drawn the inside of the second row. We've got early scratchings. Samantha C. Millie would come out. The Emergency gets a start. She left a lot of bling. How do you sort of line up here from gate 8? Oh, look, she's a neat little filly. She'll just same sort of as the other boys. Probably just needs a little luck somewhere and a strong run race, and I think she can work home. I was happy with her in the APG final. She just had no luck, and then she ran home good that night. And this might sort of pan out the same. Just hope we can get a little bit more luck. Is Riley Rainbow clearly the horse to beat there? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, for sure. All right, race 6, Mr. Domingo. He's facing a second row draw, gate 10. He's going well, but this looks difficult from the draw. Yeah, he's just going to probably just have to, just take his spot and then just run home, and he's in the same boat. He's probably just going to need him to run it upside down to feature. You know, he's just an honest little fellow he'll just keep chipping away, but probably needs a good draw.
All right, keen to get your thoughts here in race 7, 2-year-old Breeders' Classic final for the fillies. Just overall, how do you grade your babies for this year, 2024? Do you think there's good depth there?
Oh, look, obviously with Fader Waite, so you know we're really wrapped in him. We're happy with these fillies. They've done nothing wrong and just kept on improving. Yeah, we just have to see how they keep lining up as the season rolls on. I think they should, should probably just keep getting a little bit of it with racing. They're still a little bit green in themselves. So yeah, we're quite pleased where they're at.
All right. Cool and Classy, 2 for 2. She took out the Changeover Classic last time out, downing the boys. How much scope or how much further improvement has she still got?
Oh, look, at this point, she's had a nice amount of luck in races to probably 2 of 1, 2 from 2. Obviously, the boys got it all wrong the other night, and she was sort of, so to speak, the last horse standing. And then she had a really good run first up. So, she's had things go her own way, and but she was there to take it. So hopefully, if she just has a little bit of luck on Saturday night, she'll be thereabouts.
Reds Ablaze was the runner-up behind Cool and Classy in the Changeover Classic. She was so game in that race.
Yeah, she's just a neat little filly, good goer and good manners. She sort of won't be too far away. She sort of been making her own luck.
How do you assess Isla Rochelle? She looks to be your or potentially the thorn in the side for your stable here. So how do you rate her from gate 1?
Oh, look, yeah, with the draws, it's got the draw on us, but yeah, we just see how the race pans out as we go, and I'm sure these fillies will be fighting to finish out there somewhere.
Okay, that's Cool and Classy. Reds Ablaze. Main aim for them, obviously, the Triad. Would you consider the Proto Star with either of these fillies?
Oh, look, if the opportunity come, wouldn't be against putting them in. I'm a little bit hesitant of putting the fillies against the good colts because I think there's some really good classy colts around. But you only can see where, how they're going, in a few weeks' time to see how they're going to line up, whether they can handle it or not. They're pretty strong fillies, these fillies, so they handle the racing well, so they probably shouldn't hurt them too much. All
right, race 8. This is the 2-year-old Colts and Geldings Breeders' Classic. Great achiever, beautifully bred, drawn 2 off the second row. He's a neat horse. Are you just hoping for a ton of power early here in this race?
Yeah, he's in the same boat. He just, a lot of the better ones are off the front again, and he just needs them to run it upside down, and he can probably fill a place if they do that. He's probably not up to winning, but we're happy enough how he's been and how he's progressed through his races, and I think he's a neat enough little horse. He wears Ghost Race. If he didn't probably hit his knee, he'd be just a little bit better. But that's the way it is at the moment. So yeah, he's just a neat little horse.
Could he keep developing though, Grant? As a 3-year-old, could he be a little better than what he is now?
With the family, I generally think he could be. Yeah, just in time, I think.
All right, well, that's great achiever. And then we go to the last, the Trod, Zealous Spur. This guy's absolutely flying. Terrific last week when second. He's certainly not out of this race.
No, he's just below the better trotters, but he's just been a gradual improver for us. And yeah, we're happy how he's racing, but he's just he's just got to probably just get in his spot and come with one run, and he can only probably beat some of the better ones if they just do it a little wrong. But yeah, he's a decent trotter, and he keeps getting a little better for us. All
right, it's a good lineup though, that last race, isn't it? The Trot.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, there's quite a number of trotters in Queensland that are really starting to do straps. So hopefully a few of them can gain a start in a few of the good races through the carnival.
All right, which horse are you most looking forward to seeing in action from your stable on the weekend?
Probably Cool and Classy.
All right, we'll take the tip there. Race 7, number 3, Cool and Classy. And the big guy, Larry, how far away now?
Yeah, Chris, we're probably looking at a trial, later next week, I think we're thinking about, or it'll be early the week after that, yeah.
All right, excellent. Really appreciate the time. We'll see you in action on Saturday night.
Good as gold, Chris.
Nathan Dawson jumps in the hot seat. It's Breeders' Classic Race Night Saturday night. Nathan's with us now. Nathan, appreciate the time.
No, good to be on, Chris.
We start with a feature, straight into race 3, which is a 3-year-old Colton Geldings final. Illustrate is your drive. He produced a monster mile to score last time out. Gate 3, initially you would have thought that's good, but when you sort of look to your inside, it's probably not as good as what it could have been.
Yeah, it's not the worst gate, but, it would have been nicer to have a few different horses underneath me. But he's in super form and, he's getting better all the time. So, I wouldn't change him for any of them.
All right. Obvious question. Is there any chance that you can clear Hot Rod Harry or Delhi Row?
Yeah, I'll be coming out hard and having a good look. And, I'm even happy to sit outside them. I reckon I'm good enough to, be a real good shot sitting outside them.
Okay, so he doesn't have to lead to win a race like this?
No, I don't think so. I've got a lot of time for him. He's getting better all the time. And he's got the good time beside his name, and he can prove that he can run a good mile.
Okay, a follow-up question to that last start performance. Huge time, as we just discussed. How much was left? Could he have gone a little quicker?
He's a little bit of a laid-back horse towards the finish. If something's not there near him, he likes to ease down, but there's a little left in the tank, but, running those times, there's not a lot.
Okay, well, that's Illustrate. Race 3, number 3. Let's go across to race 5. This is the 3-year-old fillies final. Sky Girl is your drive here. She's drawn out. This race has been cut about by scratching. Samantha C. Millie, would they come out? Do you give her any sort of chance?
Yeah, she's an honest little mare. She probably lacks a little bit of high speed, which is going to make it a little bit tough in this type of race, but she's not the worst in there, so, if she can get a nice trip, she'll be thereabouts.
Okay. Riley Rainbow, is she the obvious horse to beat here?
Yeah, I think so. She's a proven horse, and she's got decent barriers, so probably the one to beat.
All right. Let's go across to race 6. Jackawally, he's a last start winner. He loves to lead in his races. He loves the mile. Again, you've got speed drawn to your inside. How do you sort of line up that pace on your inside with this race on Saturday night?
Yeah, he gets off the arm pretty quick, so, we'll be having a good look early, and if we get over, good, and if not, well, so be it, but we'll definitely be lighting him up and having a good look.
Okay, what's the gut feel? Do you think you've got enough speed to cross?
He's pretty quick,
Yeah.
It's going to be touch and go, but hopefully I'll have enough just to get over.
Is it the first 100 metres that he's really quick, or the last, say, 200 metres of the first quarter where he's at peak speed?
No, he leaves pretty hard straight away. It's probably his best asset. His pickup speed's pretty good. So, we'll be using that Saturday night and find out how much he has.
Okay. How did he feel winning last time out?
Yeah, good. He's a pretty cruisy horse, and he ran a good half. So, he didn't have to do anything more than what we wanted.
All right. Well, that's Jackawally, race 7, 2-year-old fillies Breeders' Classic final. My Alderman Sassy, she's done nothing wrong so far. No doubt you would have been hoping for a kinder barrier draw. Given that you're drawn outside of both Isla Rochelle, Cool and Classy, it does make it difficult now.
Yeah, that's right. She's an honest mare, and, with the right luck, she'll be thereabouts. But the gate's going to be a little bit tricky for us. But, she's definitely not the worst in it.
If you pulled the trigger early here with My Alderman Sassy, is she any sort of hope of clearing those to her inside?
I think it's really our only option, to try and win the race. If we just sneak across and try to get home, we'll just be playing for a place. So I think that's really probably the winning option, is just to chance it early and, see what happens.
Okay, which filly is the horse to beat here?
I think Cool and Classy, she's pretty good last week, and I think she'll be better again.
All right, that's a good race, the 2-year-old fillies final. What about the Colts and Geldings final? They've set you a task here. Toro Loco, you were with him last Friday night when he was able to break through. This is a big challenge, though, drawn gate 10 at the mile.
Yeah, it is, I'm sure he's, just in it because, he's up and racing, but, he did what he had to last week and got the bonus, so... anything extra now is, is just a little bit of icing on top.
All right. Well, who knows? French fries, our sweet delight. They might just take one another on again here, like they did in the Changeover Classic.
Yeah, if they do, that'd be good. The same type of outcome would be even better for us.
Yeah, exactly. Race 9, this is the Open. Deus Ex is your drive, as per normal. He's drawn out in gate 7. He was terrific last time out. Did you walk away pleased with that performance?
Yeah, he's very good. He was first up and, he's probably a fraction underdone, but he raced well, and whatever he does, he's going to be better for.
Okay, so looking at this front row, there's no turn it up to your inside. So are you sort of going to light him up early and try and clear here?
Yeah, I think so. We're pretty confident I can get over those horses to my inside. I don't have to lead as I proved last week, but we'll be going forward and probably driving him like the best in the race.
It'd be hard to beat if he finds the peg line here.
Yeah, for sure. If he gets to the pegs, it's going to take something pretty good to get over him.
And there doesn't look to be that horse that's going to sort of maintain pressure throughout, so you might be able to pinch one here.
Yeah, that's right. That's the way I looked at it. If I could get over, I should get a pretty good, few quarters in. So that's the plan, and hopefully it pays out.
All right, well, that's Deus Ex in race 9. What about the last? This is a high-quality trot race to end the program. Adele is your drive. Did she get a little keen last week?
Yeah, she was. Got away good and chased early. I probably really shouldn't have got off the fence. I probably should have just sat there and hoped for some luck. It's probably speed at the moment, so her best asset, but she stuck on gamely, wasn't far away, so we're still pleased with her.
So do you drive her quiet here in this lineup from this draw on Saturday night?
Yeah, we do. As I said, I think sitting her as long as possible is best for her, and that's what we'll try and do.
Okay. There should be good pressure in this race. Van Sang, Gus, they like to roll along, so the harder the better for Adele. So she's still going as well as what she's done previously?
Yeah, she mightn't be going as well, but she's definitely not far away from the mark. So, she's probably just a little bit more suited for speed at the moment, and that's the way we'll be driving her.
So the small field suits then?
Yeah, definitely. If I can give her a good trip and hold her up, they'll know she's there.
All right, so there's plenty of power at the back end of this meeting on Saturday night for you. Which drive are you most looking forward to?
I'd say Ella Street. I think he's quite a nice horse, and I'm pretty excited for what the future has for him.
Okay, so we can strike early here. Race 3, number 3, Ella Street. That's the 3-year-old Colts and Geldings Q-Bred Breeders' Classic Final. As always, Nathan, really appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside.
Thanks, Chris.
As always, a big thanks to our drivers this week, giving up their time and insights, Grant Dixon and Nathan Dawson. We wish them the very best of luck on Saturday night. Time now for a good thing, and I think in the Mayor's Open pace, race 4, number 10, it's Ebony and Ivory. She's the key runner here. First look at Albion Park, part of the Luke McCarthy stable. A last start runner-up at Menangle in super fast time in a race won by Major Delight. That's really good form. That's good enough form for me. I think she can score first up. So race 4, number 10, it's Ebony and Ivory, her first look at the Albion Park Oval. If you are gambling this weekend, please do so responsibly. Q-Bred Breeders' Classic Race Night, 10 races. We start at 5:04.